フルカウンター。
Alright boys, welcome back to the Black Clover Mobile video, and boys, we have Noelle, the actual gameplay reveal, so we're going to react to it now and kind of break it down, although I'm sure it's going to be almost identical as the other ones. But it's a bit weird what they're doing, because as you can see here, they revealed Noelle, so we knew she was coming, and if I scroll further down, you'll be able to see one of the first screenshots they showed here, which is this one right here. So Yami is most likely next, which to be fair is actually quite massive because we've seen nothing from Yami so far. The trailer at least had some details towards Asta, Noelle, and but we'll see if we're going to get Magna or Yami next, basically. But if you go here, I want to point this out. So we have artwork for Noelle, which is this one right here, right? Which is, you know, nothing standard stuff. But we have this one right here, and there's no way they made this for a calendar. This is actually really, really good artwork, and this is probably going to be the actual SSR one that we're going to see later on, because I believe the Ultimate should be a bit different, because they've been different for Asta and but you can see here is want to get a little bit different. So this could be the actual SSR one, but I think out of the Asta one's kind of the same, right? Yeah, Asta's the same. So you can see there's some different artwork, and of course we haven't got any details yet if they're going to be, you know, SR equivalent characters rather than just being rare characters. But of course they are. I mean, they're the main characters. They're going to be probably like you are in the future anyway. But let's just jump into the actual gameplay. Let's watch it. Okay, so artwork, not artwork, but the model is really good, man. I just love this. I can't wait for the game to come out. Okay, once again, all right. Oh yeah. Okay. I just remembered. Okay. So yeah, that is different. And I think we've seen that before. Okay. Let's break it down a little bit. So, I need to go back to the trailer. All right. So in the trailer we saw, if you notice it, the way this game works and looks of it, obviously it could change to the development, but it looks like a core already. So they're not doing typing, because once again, I still believe this game is turn-based or some sort of turn-based feature. It's not open world, but the characters are going to be based off like supports, techs, healers, buffers, whatever they decide to do for this game. And if we noticed during the trailer when it first came out a few months ago now, that Noelle, out all the characters had a different icon, and I'm assuming right now this means buffer, because once again the outro we just saw in Noelle is the exact same as here, so that is confirming the Noelle we saw right now is the rare character, as you can see here. And then if we go further down, when you start seeing the other characters, you see Asta is an attack character. Once again, the Asta and also characters we saw before are probably likely to be the actual rare characters. So it's strange, right? Because surely we're gonna get SSR equivalents of those characters, because they're like gonna be like the main character. I assume Asta's gonna be like the best character on day one. But you can see right here, if I go back to William, there's only 2 SSRs that we can see right now in the game, and he right now looks like to be a healer, which makes sense. He's got World Tree magic. He's gonna be a healer. So yeah, this is kind of fitting what we've just seen, because right now I assume this would be some sort of debuff, just the way it is in probably like turn-based games, but looks good. But then right here is you can imagine, boom, you get attack, and your 2 characters left and right just got healed up basically, or just got some sort of buff, and they're glowing afterwards too. I'm not sure if that's like a lingering effect, or like you just get that effect on you when she does buff up. But right here, probably the ultimate, which is similar, to be fair, to what we've just seen, but is a lot different. I mean, it's the same. I'm not sure. Honestly, I can't tell what they're doing, because like that's identical. It's identical to this one right here, but like this one's so more dramatic. So of course it's gonna be the SSR one, right? But it's so similar. I'm not too sure. Maybe this game's gonna have some sort of mechanic to where like after a certain amount of turns you get like a special power ultimate. I have no idea, because yeah, honestly, it's weird, because this game's coming out in a few months' time, if you lot didn't know. It's coming out around July to September, at least like the closed beta or whatever they decide they're doing with a soft launch, and they barely show anything. It's weird. So one thing I want to point out, and I've noticed it, and I kind of did some research and found out about it by a Twitter user, but if you look right now, you can hear sound effects, but there's no voice acting, and we've not seen any voice acting so far with the characters, and because that's possibly some drama towards that, and why we're not really getting too much information, which I'll go for in a second. But to show you something new they showed the other day is her sister Lilly, but she's not a playable character. It's literally, they did a trailer for an NPC, but then again, we see, I believe, 2 different artworks right here. This one right here, which once again, the way the game's gonna work, because we're going through seasons, and you can even right now imagine this is gonna be her ultimate. This is likely gonna be a character, but for some reason they've decided that, yeah, right here, this is probably the SSR or SR version, because the artwork's different. Once again, they could have made it just for the trailer, but you know, what's the point of making it something you're not going to use in game, right? But once again, what's absent from this actual trailer is the voice acting, and once again, the terrible soundtrack, to be honest with you lot. Like, what are they doing? Alright, so there's a guy on Twitter called Kaku, basically, right? And he's always tweeting and stuff. I follow him, which is why I've been keeping up to date about the game. But he's leaking information or revealing, he's not revealing his sources, so we don't know if this is true or not. But it's starting to look a little bit true, because once again, if you don't know or you don't remember, they changed this Jump Festa PV reveal. Literally, when he first uploaded it, they had the ending one of Black Clover. If you watched the first initial trailer on I forgot the guy's channel, but like the one that got like 1.4 million views, or you watch my reaction, it had ending one, but then they decided to delete that and re-upload it with this weird ass soundtrack with no voice acting once again. So it looks like at the moment, or if at least when this was first tweeted, they don't have the voice actors for the game. Obviously, this is weird because that's unheard of. You're playing an anime gacha game. Surely you're going to need the voice actors. And to be fair, they probably are. They just haven't got it right now, which is weird. And I don't know what they're doing. And because you don't have voice actors, they're releasing these really weird ass trailers on their channels where like you see the NPC trailer. Have you heard anything like it? And then the area introduction, which fair enough, that's okay, right? Because we got some new stuff like whatever. But it's weird, and the game might get delayed because the game's supposed to come out literally in a few months' time, and if they can't even show gameplay yet or even actual voice acting in the cutscenes, it's looking a bit sketch. But however, I don't think it's going to affect the game at all, because they're going to have voice acting later on, or when the game actually does come out. It's just right now, from the sounds of it, they don't have voice acting. And also, I mean, I've been saying this, but the game is basically confirmed to be turn-based. Because he also tweeted this out here. So this is from the devs, and it says here, I guess maybe he emailed them somewhere, but this is from the devs, because the devs do respond on like Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, depending on where you get them. But I believe it is translated. So we already know that fans prefer open world action-based games, so basically like Genshin Impact. And when people first saw the trailer, because there was actual no gameplay, only the freedom stuff, that it's a little bit misleading, because they're kind of doing the exact same as Grand Cross. So if you're not familiar with Grand Cross, you probably think it's actually open world. But it is turn-based with actual like exploration, basically. But after much consideration, the development is underway in forms that can best express the best action scenes for Black Clover characters. I hope that the combat system, which will be released through actual social networks, I believe what that means, in future will satisfy many fans. So there's still development stuff, and once again, I believe they're going to do similar to what Grand Cross does, but a lot different and probably a lot better, and go that extra mile to make it a little bit different, to where even if it is turn-based, there might be some gimmick to it or something a little more special. Because for God's sake, please have PvP in the game. Like this game needs PvP. But that's all the information we have right now. The game is basically, looks like it's been made in some way or form, but with no voice acting, which I'm sure we're going to add later on, because it wouldn't kill the game, but good lord, it would be shocking to not have the voice actors in. I'm sure they're going to do it, but even right now they have subtitles, but there's no voice acting. Like, they've already planned for it, I assume. But that's how games are when you're developing it. The game's not even out yet. We've not even seen gameplay yet, so it doesn't matter too much. If you hear this news, it's nothing really too bad, I don't think so. At least I hope so. So, boys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this new Noelle and the whole situation regarding Black Clover, because this is, we're getting close to release a little bit. And, well, there's no official release date, but we do know it's coming out in the third quarter, or planning to come out in the third quarter. But regardless of what's happening right now, I'm sure we're going to look back at this and think, what the hell are they doing? And when we get our hands on the game, it's going to be sick. I can't wait for it, man. It's like I said, man, this is my dream game. I can't wait for it. So, boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.